I enter the square in the name of our God, magnetic Allah. And I see today's mathematics as wisdom, power, refinement, all born to be God. You know, dealing with wisdom, I see wisdom as wise words and actions, and your ways and actions. So, just dealing with that, I see two sides to this wisdom. You know, both sides. It's dealing with this wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You looking at things at two angles. You looking at some angles. It's a balance. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance that you're dealing with. You know, it's a tool and a vehicle. You know what I mean? In which you letting your knowledge be known of what you know, and showing and proving that you know. You know, and dealing with this wisdom, within this wisdom, you know, I see that, you know what I mean, as within this wisdom, you go into the second plane of energy, dealing with the physical plane, you know. So when you're traveling on this physical plane, this second plane of energy, that's symbolic to wisdom also, dealing with the physical realm of your physical composition. You know what I mean, first and foremost, because this is the place, you know what I'm saying, that you are showing and proving your existence. You know, this where it takes place, all in the physical aspect of reality. You know what I mean, when you're dealing with reality. You know, when within this wisdom, it's a wise dome. You know, and your dome is your dominion. This your right here, you know what I'm saying? You're dealing with this dome, your mental ability, you know, so it's mental and physical when you're dealing with this wisdom in this realm, you know. And when you're dealing with this wisdom, you know, that's like, I see that wisdom as those two pieces of steel that Yakub, you know, when he discovered, you know what I mean, when he was playing and experimenting with this wisdom, because within your physical composition, it exists a black and a brown germ. See, that's all dealing with wisdom also, you know what I mean, and those two sides, you're dealing with that positive and negative charge of things, you know what I'm saying. That charge is once you know the science and dealing with those certain charges, you know what I'm saying, you can start, you know what I'm saying, doing knowledge and discovering wisdom. You know what I mean? And it's dealing with wisdom, it's a supreme wisdom that we deal with, dealing with 120 degrees of wisdom. You have 120 degrees knowledge, 120 degrees wisdom, and 120 degrees understanding. So within this wisdom, you know what I mean, you start creating life, reality. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with that. You have a journey dealing with this wisdom. It's the way you start traveling. You know what I'm saying? Once you start traveling, you know what I mean, you start reaching a highest peak, you know what I mean, of your wisdom. You start putting your wisdom into activation. You start moving. You start flowing. That's motion. You know what I mean? Wisdom is symbolic to the black woman. You know what I'm saying? That's a reflection. You know what I mean? They say wisdom is symbolic to the black woman. It's a reflection of that. You know, it's a reflection of the black man. It's a reflection of knowledge. You know, and dealing with that wisdom, you know, it's some currents, you come in different currents dealing with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You have certain currents, cold and warm, and you have some that's swift and changeable dealing with this wisdom. So you can get caught up dealing with wisdom if you don't have a solid foundation, you know what I'm saying, if you don't quite understand the ability of this wisdom, because within this wisdom, it's also attracting power, you know, and moving on, dealing with power or refinement, you know, I see power, your true power, once you travel on that fifth plane of energy, dealing with realization, you start realizing, you know what I'm saying, you start realizing certain things and becoming aware of certain things. And once you start studying and becoming aware of your true power, you'll know that you possess power mentally as well as physically. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the mental powers of the original black man, we deal with the 7.5 ounces of brain power. You know what I'm saying? That's just dealing with intelligence. You start, you know what I'm saying, dealing with different aspects of life, different aspects of knowledge. You know what I mean? And your physical powers, that just showing our ability as the original man. You know what I mean? We have all type powers mentally as well as physically. It's when you start to refine that, you know what I'm saying, just digging deep, you know what I'm saying, and channeling deep into your power and start developing your power, start using your wisdom of power, start becoming wise with your power and knowing how to use your power. That's when you so improve God. That's when you can really see God in the physical form. You know what I'm saying? Once you become aware of your power and know how to use your power through your wisdom, the wisdom of your power shows and prove the true and living in the physical form, the true and living God. You know, and dealing with God, you know what I mean? I see God as, you know what I'm saying, that divine mind. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with supreme intelligence, that supreme head, the Godhead. You know what I'm saying? It's the Godhead of Allah. Dealing with supreme intelligence and supreme awareness of your power. And once you start using that supreme head, once you start thinking on a higher conscience and on a higher plane, you start showing and proving God in the physical form. You know what I'm saying? Which is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, gods of the universe, in the physical form. But God is dealing with that divine thought, that supreme thought that sparked and brought everything into existence physically. You know what I'm saying? With that God thought, with that idea, that created life as we know it, the reality, the realization of God. Once you start realizing. And he manifested himself to show and prove his power through the black man physical composition. Peace.